Today, as you can see on your screen, we're looking at how to import item into the hypertext preprocessor point of sales system. Now, this process is very crucial, and understanding this process give you the flexibility or that ease of entering item, okay, or importing item into the system. Now imagine you have item like a grocery item of, let's say, 150 or probably 5,000 or probably 7,000 in your shop, and then come think of it, you, instead of you entering this item one after the other, you can equally use Excel to list all the item, okay, their selling price, their cost price, and then you just go ahead and then import that item into the system instead of you typing it one after the other. And today I'd like to then talk about that, and that's what we'll be looking at. And then look at how we can import the item into the point of sale system instead of doing it one after the other. Having said that, I'd like to share my entire screen so that we'll look at the templates file, which I'll be leaving it in the course portal, that all participants can go ahead and then download that or have access to that. In case if you want to then import item into the system, you can equally just go directly by using that template to just import your item into the system. So having said that, this is my folder, and as you can see, this is my folder containing the product template that I designed for this very course, that all of you can just have it and then enter the item. But you can take note of something. I'm going to throw light on what you should avoid and what you should also look up for. So as you can see, this is my product folder. When I double click, you can see that it's in what XLSX, that is what Excel file. You can see it here, as you can all see here nicely. Having said that, I like to go ahead and then launch my point of sales. So you can see in our previous lesson, we create some couple of icons and then we use it as point of sales. As I said, are not necessary. You have to just go ahead and then go to the browser by typing localhost / you can equally bookmark it and then put it on your desktop. So this is my POS. I'll just double click on it for it to launch. So you can see it has launched. This means that I have already start my Apache and start my SQL already. So I just have to just go ahead and double click on my icon on the desktop to open my hypertext preprocessor point of sales. So as you can see, let me go ahead and log in. So you can see this is my login, and this is today's date 17th, and I've not made any sales and it's blank as it is. Now, as I was saying, that this process is very crucial, that it is to us to better understand how to go by it. And as I was saying, that let's assume that you have a product of 7,000 list of products in your grocery shop, or come think of you being a point of sale deployer, and you've deployed the system for someone, and then you are being asked to then take stock. Okay, so this is easy. You can equally use this method to just import all the items into your point of sales without you not typing it one after the other. Okay, so how do we do by that? Now, how do we go by that? As I just said in our previous lesson, if you want to add a product on your sidebar, go ahead and click on product, and from the product list, I'd like you to just go ahead and click on add product, and when you click on the add product, you go ahead and then type the product's name, select the units, and then select the brand if necessary, select the category, and after that select the store location. And after you are done, you type the alert quantity, if the quantity is getting finished, that the quantity in which it should alert you. And then you can select your image as well. And then when you come down here, if you want to include tax, you can click on include tax or exclude tax, all depend on you. And then you go ahead and then you type the purchasing price. The purchasing price then talks about how you bought the item, and then you go ahead and then type the selling price. So basically that is it. You can also go ahead and then set up the markup. Yours is to just enter the purchasing price, and it will just automatically give you the selling price of the product. So having said that, you do this one after the other. You can equally use Excel by using Excel to enter all the item, and then you go ahead to import it. Okay, as I've explained that, so let's assume that you have item that you want to import into the system without you not typing it one after the other. To do that, what you must do is that come to the product list here. It will display a drop down list where we have list of products, add product, print label, and so on and so forth. Now scroll down here and come to where we have imports item, import items, or import products. Okay, products are the same as item, so import products, click on it. So when I click on import product, it will bring me to the import product window. There are some requirements that we should all bear in mind. For you to import your product, you must make sure that you have to read all these requirements. Make sure that your Excel templates that you are using to import the product into the system meets all these requirements. It's very, very important. Again, so after carefully considering by looking at the requirements that your Excel template should meet, if you want to generate everything from scratch, you can equally click on download template file, and then you go ahead to just download the template file. For instance, when I click on download template file, it will download for me, where I can follow that trend and then enter my item. So taking that from the way, let's go directly into our Excel sheet to open our Excel sheet. So far as our importing template is concerned. So you can see this is my folder on my desktop where I have product import templates, where I said that I'll be including that in the course portal, where you guys can just go ahead and download that and have access to its lifetime. Anytime you wanted to import item into your hypertext preprocessor, you can equally use that. So I'll go ahead and double click on this, and you can see it here. I have my product template. I'll go ahead and double click on it to be open, and I'll maximize it. So you can see these are my product template. Now you can see that I have some couple of products here. I have, when I double click to adjust the cell, I have my rice 5 kg, I have oil, and so on and so forth. Now there's something I'd like to talk about for us to better understand. When you watch here very carefully, so far as the brand and the unit is concerned, what I like to talk about is that the units, the name of the product, the units, the category of the product, the subcategory of the product, as well as the purchasing price of the product, the selling price of the product, the stock location, the opening stock location, whether it is Armor shop or probably the shop in which you are deploying the system for, whoever you're deploying the system for, the name of the system. You must consider all this. It's very, very important. Make sure that you enter the product name, the units such as pack, bottle, pieces, box, and so on and so forth. The category, whether groceries or whatever, the subcategory oil, and so on and so forth, and as well as the selling price and the cost, the purchasing price, the selling price, and the store location is very important. Why I'm saying this, because when we go to the point of sales, I'll go ahead and then right click on where we have add product and click on open link in a new tab. As you can see, this is my new tab. Now the primary requirement is what is product name, followed by barcode, which the POS will automatically generate that, followed by you need to see that there's a star beside the product, star. And also, in addition to it, you can also see that when you scroll down here, you can see that by default the selling price of the product is important, where we have the purchasing price, and we also have the selling price. We also have the tax, whether you have to include tax or exclude tax. These are the fields that are important, they are required. So in your Excel file, you must make sure that you provide all those things. You can see I've provided all, so you also have to make sure you provide all to meet your requirements. Having said that, when I go to my point of sales, for instance, and I go to product list and I click on leave, in our previous lesson we entered 3 products, where we have Coca-Cola 500 ml, Malta Guinness, and then a non-dairy, and this is it here. So these are the 3 products, but I've made a list of 10 products in my Excel sheet. As you can see here, 10 products in my Excel sheet. So basically that is just that. So we are going to go ahead and then import these 10 products my hypertext preprocessor, which means that my product import templates that I have created, I'm going to then import all these 10 products into my hypertext preprocessor point of sales. To do this, you also to just go directly to your click on product and come to import product, and where we have file to import, click on choose file and go ahead and then select your desktop and select in which your file location it is in this folder. So I'll double click on it and select this, which is product underscore import underscore template, and click on open. So you can see that this is the file name. After that, I'll go ahead and click on submit. So after waiting for a minute, you can see that it says file imported successfully, displaying here. So now let's go to our product list to see whether the item has been imported successfully. To do this, go ahead and click on product list. So after I've clicked on product list, for instance, you can see that in my product list, all of you can see that I have some couple of products here, and the total product that I have here, you can see that this is it here. When I scroll down, you see that I have 13 products here where I highlighted. So you can see I was having 3 before. I added 10, making it 13, and you can see that everything is easy for me to just import. So you can equally do this to import items when you have item like 10,700 or 1.2 billion quantities that you don't want to type them one after the other. You can use this method and then import the entire product into your hypertext preprocessor. Okay, so basically that is just that.
Armstrong computers, we're leading the way, bringing ICT to your doorstep every day. Where vision meets excellence, we stand strong, transforming students where they belong. In the halls of knowledge, we light the spot.